Greetings, my beloved Master of the Universe. Today, I would like to continue exploring various ways of reprogramming your psyche, removing layers of the past, and cleansing your palate. We have talked about various ways of doing so, but is there anything else that we can possibly do to release all of the dormant programs that are running havis behind the scenes? And the answer is yes. Now that you have forgiven yourself and those around you, the next step is to completely remove all the blockages and everything that stands in your way to true happiness and your ability to take your power back into your hands. So how do you go about doing that? It is much simpler than you could possibly imagine. But first, you need to find out where all of these self-doubts are coming from. You've probably heard of muscle testing, but if you have not, you're about to. This technique is quite popular and is used very often by various life coaches. The way that it works is it allows you to connect with your own higher self and the information that is stored in your body's auric field. As we all know, our body is really made of energy. It is not as solid as many tend to believe, as it is composed of cells that are in constant motion. The elemental composition of the human body can be looked at from the point of view of either mass composition or atomic composition. To illustrate both views, the adult male human body is approximately 57% water, and water is 11% hydrogen by mass, but 67% hydrogen by atomic percent. Thus, most of the mass in the human body is oxygen, but most of the atoms in the human body are hydrogen atoms. Almost 99% of the mass of the human body is made up of the 6 elements: oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, and phosphorus. Only about 0.85% is composed of another 5 elements, which are potassium, sulfur, sodium, chlorine, and magnesium. All are necessary to life. The remaining elements are trace elements, of which more than a dozen are thought to be necessary for life or play a role in good health. We are taught that human body consists of nearly 70% of water, and as you recall, the breakdown is staggering. Water is composed of hydrogen and oxygen, just mere gases floating in space, which when they are pulled together form something entirely different. And this is all phenomenal news. Why? Because it means that it is not only possible, not only probable, but absolutely definite that you can reprogram your own body to behave in the way that you wish it to behave, and to attract the type of life that you want to have. We have already discussed the famous experiment by Dr. Emoto, who has proven through a microscope photography that water responds to our own energy and can be programmed, and once it does it, it forms various shapes which begin to emit specific frequencies of their own. And we now know that water can be programmed, and thus, since your body is made up of 70% water. You program your body every single day with specific energies that you wish to attract. That is why it is so incredibly important to be mindful of the way that you conduct your thought processes minutely by the second of every single day of your life. And although it might seem difficult at first, after you practice this for a while, you will simply reprogram yourself to fully and completely follow this technique naturally, without even having to think about it. But first things first, let's go back to your past here for a moment. You might be able to reprogram the thoughts that are coming up for you right now, but you might simply not be aware of the programs that are running in the back of your mind. Essentially, what your body is a supercomputer that is running on water. Every single moment of your incarnation here on Earth, your body is running a variety of programs in order to provide you with a perfect vehicle in which you can maneuver this Earth. We tend not to even think about it much and take our bodies for granted, starting to complain when something goes wrong, when one of the programs malfunctions and manifests in disease. We begin to complain relentlessly. How is it so that we have been stuck with such a body, this and that, and instead of helping our body without realizing that it is so, we are making it even harder for our beautiful body to do its work, when in reality, 99% of the time, we are the ones responsible for all the ailments our bodies are going through, by either abusing it physically and not taking care of it, or mentally, by abusing our own selves and allowing various programs that were installed by our parents, grandparents, society to keep on running and taking away the precious energy from our bodies. So now that you have a better understanding of how your body operates, let's talk about what to do to make the magic happen. The first thing is to establish connection with your own body and your own higher self. And here is a way to do just that. You might already be familiar with this, in which case it will be much easier for you to do. The first thing is to stand up straight with your arms by your sides. Relax. Breathe in and out a few times and let your whole body just relax. Now, close your eyes and say to yourself, I am. Say your name and see what your body does. If your body leans forward, that is a yes. If your body leans back, that is a no. Try this a few times with things that you know for sure and establish that connection. Once again, say, I am. For example, I am going to say, I am Anna. Now, tell yourself the following. I deserve to be happy. And see what happens. I deserve to be me. I deserve to have anything and everything that I want in life without having to work hard. I am happy where I am today. And use any and all confirmations that you believe yourself to be or to have. As you progress, you will begin to see that there are many things in your list of feelings and emotions that are leaning your body back, stopping you from progressing. Many of these feelings and beliefs are not yours, but have been programmed into your body by generation after generation of people who have come before you. Whenever you were a kid and you wanted to play, you would most likely hear from your parents that you must first finish your homework, and only then you will go out and play with your friends. Or if you wanted a piece of candy, most likely you were put through a loop of what you had to do in order to deserve having that candy. Anything and everything that you ever wanted, you were most likely blocked by your parents and or your teachers, guardians, friends, relatives, not through the fault of their own, as they, just like you, were conditioned by the previous generation to think the way that they do. How many times have you found yourself wanting to quit your job and follow your dream, only to hear a nagging voice in your head telling you that life is hard and you shouldn't even think about it? It's hard to find a job in this economy, that you must study really hard, etc., 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 on and on and on. But did you ever stop to think that the voice telling you and stopping you from your dreams is not your own at all? Because your own voice would never do that. Once again, please understand that you are not to blame others. This is not for you to do. And if you find yourself feeling this way, then please take flower essence, willow, and holy. And if while doing this exercise you are feeling some sort of animosity towards anyone in your life, you are to stop doing this progression and go back to the letting go and forgiveness part of this course, which we talked about in lesson 6. And once you've cleared the blame, you can come back here and proceed further. Once you realize that these programs have been put into place by others, it's going to be that much easier to remove them. What I want you to understand is that this world that you are finding yourself in is here for you. Everything was put into place for you to experience exactly what you want to experience. The only issue here is that you have forgotten that it is so. And since you have forgotten that it's your birth-given right to experience that which you wish, it's very easy for others who wish to use your energy for their own good to manipulate you into thinking the way that they want you to think. Now that you have found a small hole in this box, it is time to use all of the tools at your disposal to break this box open and walk into a new, beautiful world which is yours for the taking. Yours to change, create, manipulate, and make into what you wish it to be. So, once again, stand up straight, relax, and please repeat the following sentence. By the power of the Creator, by the power of my own higher self, by the power invested in me through the source of all that is, for I am the source of all that is. For I am God, and God is me. For I am a powerful being, weaving what I wish to experience into my incarnation thereof. I hereby ask and allow for all the programs that I am currently aware of and unaware of to be permanently deleted from my system, which are running without my consent. I hereby ask that all programs that are interfering with my highest good to be transmuted into the light for healing and transmutation, and new programs that will assist me in realizing my dreams and my mission here on earth to be instituted into my body as per the instructions from my higher self and the higher self of the Creator of which I am part of. I ask that all the programs from all of my previous incarnations and all of my previous experiences which are interfering with serving my highest purpose to be permanently deleted from my system. I ask that all the programs that have been acquired through my DNA, through the karmic representation of self, through those who have come before me, through my ancestors which interfere with my highest good and the mission of my higher self and the representation of my higher self, to be promptly and permanently removed, and those programs designed to uplift, harmonize, balance, assist, support, rejuvenate, escalate my higher purpose to be integrated into my newly cleansed vehicle. It is so, and so it is, with eternal gratitude to the Source, to my angels, to my guides, to my higher self, and to all that is. I bow and rise in you from the ashes of my past self as a phoenix rebirthed, cleansed, fulfilled, uplifted, harmonized, balanced, supported, rejuvenated, and loved unconditionally so by the universe and all that is, forever and into infinity. Amen. Now that you have said this, allow yourself to stand there, or you can lay down for better effect for a few moments as you allow your angels and guides and your own higher self to work on your behalf on removing these programs. Please note though that if you are not yet ready to let go of certain programs, as you have not learned everything that there is to learn from some situations in your life, this program will not be removed. However, since all the other layers will be removed, this program that is running will make itself clearly known to you. So, for example, if you are having various issues at the same time, you will begin to feel drawn to deal and analyze and contemplate on one issue in particular. And as you begin to do so, you will begin to feel compelled to address everything there is and release it once and for all. And now it is time to get up and check yourself again. What's important here is to completely and fully integrate into yourself the idea and understanding that you deserve to have anything and everything in your life. By understanding that it is so, you are removing the blocks of getting there. Of course, this doesn't mean that you will simply sit there and expect things to fall into your lap. No, Of course not. You will still do something for it. But now, when you do it, it will actually yield positive results. Remember to always think positive, to send positive vibrations into your body, and to reprogram yourself daily, utilizing various techniques that were outlined for you in this course. So, once again, stand up straight and ask yourself the very same questions you have asked yourself before and have gotten a negative response to, and see what your body responds to now. If you continue to get a no, having your body move backwards, continue doing this exercise over and over again until you finally attune your body with the desired thought process in your mind. And in time, you will begin to feel your energy shifting tremendously so. All blockages removed, everything dissolved, and you ready to begin a new adventure full of love, light, and infinite potential. As always, following this lesson, you will see a printout of step-by-step instructions on what to do. Take your time, and when you are ready to proceed, I will be right here waiting.